Loading Zones by Kurt Weill is played in standard tuning and is based around 4 simple standard chords on an acoustic guitar. In this video, I'll show you 2 things. One, I'll show you how to play the chords that Kurt Weill is playing in the song, and then I'll also show you the riff that you can hear taking place in the intro of this song. As far as the chords themselves go, after listening to this song several times, honestly, I can't discern a really set movement of progression. A lot of it feels random. So what I'm going to do in the details below this video is I'm going to include just a chronological chord by chord change that happens throughout the entire song, and you can look at those chords and listen to the song and hopefully be able to piece together exactly when those changes should be taking place. And what I'll show you here is how to make the chords. The intro is probably the most set part of the song. It's going to be an E minor, a D major, and a C major. The way that you're making the E minor, you'll have an open 6th string, you'll have your 2nd finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, you'll have your ring finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and then strings 3 through 1 also open. Standard E minor. The rhythm in the intro is going to be that's the rhythm feel that you're getting as you switch between the chords. So the E minor to a D major. The way that you're making this D major, you've got an open 4th string. You're going to put your 1st finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret. You're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. You're going to put your 2nd finger on the 1st string 2nd fret. You'll strum from the 4th string down. Then you'll go to a C major chord. Your ring finger will go on the 5th string 3rd fret. Your 2nd finger will go on the 4th string 2nd fret. You'll have an open 3rd string. You'll have your 1st finger on the 2nd string 1st fret and an open 1st string. And then it goes back to the E minor, to the D major, to the C major, to the E minor. And it does that like 4 times before moving into the verse chords. The verse chords will be a C major, which we've just discussed how to make, an E minor, which we've just discussed how to make, a D major, back to a C major, C major, E minor, D major, C major. And it does that in odd variants for a long time. And then towards the end of what I can only discern as being the overall phrase of a verse, it resolves to a G. The way that you'll make the G before picking back up into the subsequent C that, inevitably will follow it. You've got your ring finger on the 6th string 3rd fret. You've got your 2nd finger on the 5th string 2nd fret. You've got an open 4th string, open 3rd string, open 2nd string, and then I've got my ring finger, my pinky finger on the 1st string 3rd fret. There are many ways to make a G chord. You might make yours like that or like that. I'm making mine like this right now. So whatever G chord is comfortable for you. And those are the chords that you'll need to know. Look in the details below to see exactly what this kind of chaotic progression is, to give you an idea of when to be changing those chords. The riff that you can hear being played over the intro chords the way that you're going to start that off is on the 1st string 3rd fret. I use starting with my 2nd finger. Then you're going to move to the 1st string 2nd fret. So going from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Then I'm going to move with my pinky finger to the 2nd string 5th fret, and then with my 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then with my ring finger to the 4th fret of the 3rd string, then with my 1st finger to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then open up the 3rd string. And that's the first little rundown that you hear the guitar doing. And it's kind of happening on upbeats, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you hear the downbeat of the E minor, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and like the riff is coming in on the upbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm hitting the wrong notes there, but you get the idea. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next part, the way that you do that little flutter is I'm going back to the first string with my first finger on the second fret. I'm striking it, and then I'm hammering on with my second finger to the first string third fret, and then pulling it off again real fast. So you've got and then after you pull off with your second finger, you're going to go with your second finger to the second string third fret, and then your first finger to the third string second fret, and then open up the third string. So it comes together like. So first part leading into the second part, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Hear that little delay before you open up. And then you hit the open third string again, and then your pinky finger is going to go down to the second string third fret, and then you're going to go down to the second string first fret with your first finger, and then you're going to open up the second string. So that'll come together like. And then it goes right back into. Now the second half of the intro riff, instead of doing the, it instead does this. The way that you do that is you're going to hit an open fourth string, you'll hammer on with your second finger to the fourth string second fret, and then you'll hit the open third behind it, and you'll repeat that. And then finish by hitting the fourth string fretted on the second fret with your second finger. So that is. And then it goes back into the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then the second time with the different little hammer-ons, then the guitars go into the verse of.